election continues as Friday, January 10 is nomination day. Welcome to InfoHub. President David Granger declares his prime ministerial candidate. Hope Tongue rally attracts thousands and Region 5 youth leader expresses full confidence in APNU-AFC government. It is Thursday, January 9 and it's 45 days to our Golden Jubilee Republic anniversary. Thank you for joining us. His Excellency David Granger has confirmed that Minister of Public Security, the Honorable Kemraj Ramjatan, will be the prime ministerial candidate of the APNU-AFC coalition party at the upcoming general and regional elections.
His Excellency President David Granger made a dramatic entrance at the Hopetown Community Center ground in a helicopter, much to the delight of the massive crowd. He was accompanied by his wife, First Lady Sandra Granger, and Minister of Public Security, the Honorable Kemraj Ramjatan. President Granger announced his prime ministerial candidate.
Kemraj and I have signed on the dotted line. Kemraj Ramjatan will be my prime minister.
The president appealed to the residents to use the March 2, 2020 general and regional elections to win the region at the level of the Regional Democratic Council.
Region 5, my brothers and sisters, is not a passageway. Region 5 is twice the size of Mauritius. Mauritius is one of the most prosperous countries in the Indian Ocean. Region 5 is twice the size of Mauritius, with a population of 50,000 Amerindians, Africans, Indians. You all can go places with the right leadership, but we have a political problem in this region. You heard Jenny Wade? We have a political problem in this region. And the political problem is the PPPC. And we have to solve this problem on the 2nd of March.
The president explained that the APNU-AFC coalition has a solid plan in place for Guyana's development, known as the Decade of Development. This plan, he noted, will see the region grow like never before. It will include the development of the sugar and rice industries, along with improvements in the education health sector. Seneca Thorne, InfoHub.
The Mahaica Berbice region did not disappoint on Wednesday evening, when for the second time around, the coalition took a resounding message of success to an oversized crowd as it continued its elections campaign.
His Excellency President David Granger rallied with Vice President and Minister of Public Security Kemraj Ramjatan. Their messages were clear. The opposition must not return to the seat of government. This, they insisted, can only be done if residents of Region 5 do what is right in March 2, 2020. Minister Ramjatan said the electorate must choose a government that will make critical decisions that will be beneficial to all.
It is your duty to ensure that you elect the right people and leadership that will ensure that every Guyanese get a fair chance to enjoy that good life we've been talking about. And who is that leadership? That leadership is APNU AFC coalition.
He said teaming up with the Partnership for National Unity to contest the 2015 general and regional elections was by far the best political decision the AFC has made, apart from the establishment of the party itself.
I want to tell you that this coalition is here to stay a long, long time. And so, I want to make the case that when March 2nd come around, you will be there to reaffirm your full support for this coalition government led by David Arthur Granger.
For InfoHub, Alexis Rodney.
Youths across Guyana are not letting go of the APNU-AFC administration. And according to Region 5 youth leader Vince Roy Jordan, in a matter of weeks, they will make their statement known at the March 2, 2020 polls.
The vibrant youth leader of the Mahaica Berbice region lit up the stage as he addressed a massive coalition rally held in Hopetown Village Wednesday evening.
So tonight we're saying and we're sending a message that we are supportive of His Excellency the President, and we will go to the polls come March 2nd in our thousands as young people, and we will cast our ballots so that come the 3rd we will celebrate throughout the streets and we will rejoice that David Granger has been re-elected for yet another term. Full confidence.
Jordan said, like President Granger, he also has an innate interest in education. The investment in and the commitment to the education sector by the government is enough for the young people to stay the course. He urged youths not to forget the past.
And young people, we need not to lose focus. We need not to be narrow-sighted. Let us not forget the days when we could not have walked the streets. Let us not forget the days when our sons and daughters, our brothers and our sisters, when they went missing, and all you could have heard that they turned up at a particular point, but you couldn't see them after that. We are not going back to such a day. We are remaining with the coalition government for safer streets, job creation, and better production within this nation of ours.
He stressed that the coalition remains the best choice for youths who are interested in a bright future for themselves and their children. The rally was the second to be held by the coalition and will conclude at the end of February. For InfoHub, Alexis Rodney.
Hundreds of learners of Hosororo Primary this week benefited from a pilot information and communications technology program, which when completed is expected to reach over 5,000 students across Guyana.
The Decade of Development continues to bring 21st century education initiatives, with Hosororo Primary in Region 1 to be the first to benefit from the OAS-sponsored Pro Futuro project. Currently, more than 440 teachers from 28 schools across Guyana are receiving training for the project's rollout at other schools. Education Minister Dr. the Honorable Nicolette Henry explained that such a project demonstrates the coalition government's commitment to reducing the disparities that exist between the coast and hinterland communities.
I was at a meeting with other ministers of education from the Caribbean, and I indicated an interest for Guyana to be signed up as one of the countries to benefit from this initiative.
Of the 5 Caribbean countries chosen to benefit from the Technical Assistance Agreement, only Guyana met the necessary implementation criteria to launch the program.
As part of our curriculum reform, you know that we're moving away from chalk and talk and more to technology-enabled learning. And so this synchronizes very well with where we are going. And not only we as a country, but it's where the world is moving towards. And so in order to provide learners in the 21st century with the breadth of skills required, you have to use technology-enabled learning.
Pro Futuro is an education program launched in 2016 to narrow the education gap in the world by providing quality digital education for children in vulnerable environments in Latin America, Sub-Saharan Africa, and Asia. The program is in line with Goal 4 of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which speak to access to equitable and inclusive quality education for all. Natisha Isaacs for InfoHub.
When the news returns, 2019 rated the best performing year for public infrastructure ministry, and Minister Patterson condemns leakage of Auditor General's report. Details of these and more after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Minister of Public Infrastructure, the Honorable David Patterson, said 2019 has been a remarkable year for his ministry as it seeks to transform the nation through its many programs.
We expended 100% of our budget, and on the capital side, which is both local and foreign, we expended 84% of our budget. So combined, we expended 34.1 billion Guyana dollars, which is 88% of our allocation.
Minister of Public Infrastructure, the Honorable David Patterson. In the $38.5 billion capital budget, the local sums are those provided by the Consolidated Fund, and under the line item deemed specific, Loans and foreign inputs are included. Under the local sums, the Public Infrastructure Ministry expended 99% of its allocation. Under specific, 68% was expended, which translates to $9.4 billion out of a total sum of $13.8 billion. The 68% the minister said is most notably as a result of the halt in the Sheriff Mandela project and the slow movement of the East Coast East Bank bypass road. Nevertheless, the outstanding report by the Public Infrastructure Ministry has highlighted the formation of a new service division that will play a critical role in the execution of civil works.
The service department has a dual function. Firstly, it is geared to review all designs for infrastructure products for all government ministries, and secondly, to monitor the execution of these projects, such as post-construction.
Minister Patterson noted His Excellency President David Granger issued a directive for the creation of the division. Shaquille Bourne for InfoHub.
Meantime, Minister Patterson has condemned the leakage of an Office of the Auditor General report to the media, saying the document is missing vital information.
Reports in the media accuse the government of failing to account for over $800 million that was spent in 2018. Minister Patterson, during a media conference on Wednesday, said while he has not seen the audit report, its leakage is unprofessional.
It's quite unprofessional. The audit office, you would think, has to be the pinnacle of integrity, the pinnacle because of the importance it is, you know what I mean? I have heard the Auditor General has not, and I said it publicly, he has not gotten up and condemned it, nor has he got up to say exactly if it's a thing you would expect an institution such as that has that importance, when something like this happens, in particularly a period like this, that the Auditor General will get up and make a comment on it.
Judging from the media reports, Minister Patterson said the audit report seems to be missing vital information. He noted that accusations leveled against the government were clarified in detail to the auditors. Explanations were also given for actions taken.
We spent hours detailing and explaining that. And we've always said to him, I don't mind, it's your job, but put our explanation there.
Minister within the Ministry of Public Infrastructure, Honorable Jaipal Sharma, also cautioned reporters not to quote the audit report unless it was verified by the Auditor General, especially since it was not laid before Parliament. Isaiah Braffett for InfoHub.
On Wednesday evening, Chutney artist Puran Siraj officially released his song entry and video titled Roti and Dal for this year's Chutney competition in another attempt to take the title.
Roti and dal, make a marry to this girl.
The official release of Siraj's song was held at the Crichelo Labour College. The 40-year-old said his song Roti and Dal is simple, highlighting the notion that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. The video is, of course, shows off Siraj's funny side and is out of the box.
Here, I finally made your favorite dish.
Wow, this looks delicious. Get a taste. Most Indian homes, I'm not being biased in any way, but most Indian homes, I would say all Indian homes, and even some other cultures, one of the main dish
is
growing
roti
up,
and dal, yes.
Since I was small, a young man growing up, man, that's my favorite dish.
That's your favorite.
And it started from there when my mother, she prepared lovely roti and dal. And even before I could have started eating by myself, she used to feed me. And then I met this girl.
Oh, wow.
And I think she got me trapped with this roti and dal issue.
Contesting against 16 other worthy contestants is not an issue for the artist, as he is confident about his placement this year. He also thanked his sponsor, CCC Consultancy, for being a part of this journey. Rahul Chatmani, representative of CCC Consultancy, pledged the agency's continued support.
CCC Consultancy is proud to be a part of Chutney Monarch 2020. We will be in supportive of the song Roti and Dal by our very own Mr. Puran Siraj. CCC Consultancy always recognize and support local talent, more specifically in rural areas.
Siraj won title of Chutney Monarch in 2014 and came close to snatching the crown since then. Neola Damon, InfoHub.
Here's a reminder that tomorrow, DPI will be bringing you live coverage of the Nomination Day activities. Stay tuned to our social media. That's all for today. Connect with us on all our social media platforms, including WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Much more news is on our website, dpi.gov.gy. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. Remember, we are one people, one nation, with one destiny. Goodbye for now.